And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, and I tell you what, whoo, baby, I have so much to share. And admittedly, when I was hitting go live because it was time, I was like, what was I going to talk about today? Brothers and sisters, as you tune in, I assure you, I intend for us to have fun. I mean, about an hour and a half ago, when I scheduled myself to go live, it was already, I was already a couple hours into feeling like I should go live and share some inspirations and some ideas here with all of us. But you know what? Consistency helps. And for those who kind of watch for me and, you know, kind of predict my schedule, I suppose it's better to be consistent. And yes, greetings, salutations in love, baby. And just do Jack without the fear. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I hope to do, actually, Artful. My hope is to recall some of the thoughts I had earlier today because they were fun, man. And it got me to thinking about other stuff. And that other stuff, man, it really got me to what's in the background. A reminder to rejoice and give thanks. Give thanks to the Lord of love. And let yourself be with the Lord of love and be generous with the love that you are. What's the tell quote today? Oh, yeah, this one. Reminder on this one. With faith, one can be renewed through love. And these things all go together. You find love, you find more faith. You find more faith, you find more love. It just happens like that. It's this paradigm and twist on the energies of duality. It's really simple, except when it's complicated. But back to some of the thoughts in the description today, right? Along with this, having faith to be renewed with love. To find the greater love, seek the greater truth, right? Go within you with compassion and strength, right? Strong in compassion to look carefully at your personal relationship with the real Trinity. Okay, I'm not talking about religious ideas, but I'm talking about, whoops, wrong way. What I'm talking about, there I am. The truth that the religious and religions kind of point at. The real Trinity in this experience that you are having and I am having, it's God, love, and truth. I had this thought earlier today, and it makes sense that love and God will just kind of step aside for those who lie. And the truth will stand there strongly until the wanderer returns to what is real, what is true. What is real and true is important, right? So the truth is important, first of all. And what's real important is God and love. And there's a lot of people that have doubts for both. Might even be a lot of people who are afraid of both. Love and God is what I'm talking about, because that's what a lot of parents taught their children. It's what a lot of parents showed their children, unfortunately, was give power to fear, be afraid. Don't screw up or you're going to be punished forever. Anyway, so what I found worked for me, and this is like just a simple way of saying what it took me like a year to figure out, maybe longer than that. With compassion, look carefully at at yourself, your real day to day and the bigger picture of you, and see your relationship with love, with truth, with God. Because the reality is, your honesty is critically important to how you live. Your honesty is of utmost importance. And, well, the world has been taught to believe in fairy tales for a long time. And I'm pretty confident my path, despite the long hair and the long beard, and despite the fact I might look like a hobo, I ain't denying it. I'm on the terrible. You're right. Despite the battle, the way I look, my purpose is to share what happened to me. What happened to me was I awoke from the fairy tale that I was powerless, that my all sorts of things. I had a bunch of stories in my head and I woke up. But I said this earlier on social media, an observation on where I feel that I am. And if you're here in America with me, think about it. We are in the belly of the beast that's fed upon by greed, cruelty. We're in the belly of the beast in the modern day Babylon. I suggest, oh, did I not upload that? Man, what was I thinking? Um, Here, the evidence is the buffoon, the babbling buffoon in the White House. I mean, no disrespect, but disrespect is sometimes honest. And the babbling buffoon at the in the White House is evidence that should not be denied nor ignored anymore. Okay? So let's be moved. Let's trust that God's will to love, God's love is with you here in the present, that maybe Jesus is here in the now, in the present, as God is, as love is, waiting for you to accept, to invite, to overcome the doubts and the fears that might have kept you away. But if you're strayed from the truth, if you've been telling yourself lies, these words I'm saying might not make sense to you. And it's okay if they don't right now, but trust that there's a way through. There's a way through the lies and the secrets that we keep in ourselves. It's just, there's so many ways to explain it. But what I hope to share with you, whoever you are in the here and now, and even if you're tuning in later, again, please receive my gratitude for all of you that do tune in now and later. But what I really do hope for you to receive is this confirmation. Use me perhaps as an external confirmation or someone to challenge your old beliefs. Okay. If I'm challenging your old beliefs and you find a bunch of disagreements with me and conflicts with me and reasons why you shouldn't listen to me, well, praise God. At least you're here. Okay. Sometimes showing up is half the battle. And if you got a battle, we'll figure it out. Just don't give up. Okay. Now, for the others of you who tune in, because there's something about what you hear from me that just kind of feels right. Let's confirm that. Okay. Give yourself permission to confirm. Yeah, the good feelings are good. And I deserve to feel good. And I have been through a lot, but I can feel what Jack is feeling. There's something about to happen. Something greater is waiting, right? I'm ready for a breakthrough. I've been doing the work. I know I haven't done it perfectly or maybe as good as I could do, but I know I've been doing the work. And in those goals that I've been working to, those things that I've been praying for, I think they're ready to show up. But things show up in life different than we might imagine, right? Things don't always show up the way we think they should, but if you can trust, and you can trust that everything is for good. Okay? May not look like it may not feel like it, but there's a quality that can be found. And any good and goodness is like the grace of God that you get to be with in your mind, in your heart. So be with great goodness in your mind and in your heart as you get to be you. That's all you really have to do. It's not that hard, but convincing the mind that it's not that hard, it's actually not that hard either. It just seems to be. Golly geez, man. People are so amazing. Really, I've been studying me. I'm fucking fascinating. Excuse the language. I said I'd clean that up. But I think that's why a lot of people like, there's something about that Jack guy, something about that Jack character that I don't want to give up, right? There's something, I don't really understand it yet, but kind of want to see where this goes. Well, speaking of seeing where it goes, I know that part of the tuning in and the challenge in my life, the true adventure is, what is the circus going to bring today? That reminds me. Let me see if I got to do some cleaning up. I think I'm straight. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link and we'll see where this goes. The other ideas I had, I do want to get to these because they were good. Talking about the goodness of God remind me of this earlier prayer. And you know what, Daniela? Bless you. Yes, I am a puzzle. And so are you. Keep showing up for you too, all of you. Every one of us are this unique puzzle in and of itself. And at the same time, we are each different pieces of different puzzles at different times. It's an amazing game that God has created for us to play. Oh, I used to hate this thing called life and all the things I had to do to stay alive and stay comfortable. And then I decided, you know what? If I'm going to spend time doing stuff, why do I want to do it hating? I mean, I'd rather enjoy what I'm doing and do what I enjoy. And did you know that you can do that? Did you know that you can get up each day and say, I used to do that, but I might enjoy this today? You can do that, anything you want. There's always results and consequences, but as long as you're accountable and honest, are you accountable? Are you honest? I mean, truly, I believe if we were honest with ourselves, that man, I gotta figure this stuff out. If we were honest with ourselves, I'm pretty sure this clown show, cartoon characters with immense wealth and influence, I'm pretty sure if we were all honest with each other, we could find a way to change it. And it's happening. That which is good is always happening, and anything can happen on any given day because everything is always happening in every way that it is. And if it's not happening, well, then why worry about it, right? But all we got to worry about, and you don't have to worry, you just got to be in the present as you are. And if you feel feelings, well, that's a part of you. Don't deny it. Look at it, study it. But if it's not a good feeling, choose better. I mean, that's always a choice. Oh, praise God indeed. Here, we've got our first guest and our second guest. And before I bring any guests up, I want to recall this thought I had earlier. For I feel it should be helpful, particularly if those guests backstage are able to follow along and receive this idea as well. For I was thinking about how grateful I feel, and I was thanking God, the one God. God, thank you. Thank you for this goodness, this grace. Thank you for the grace of your goodness, this comfort, the greatness that's here with me. And feeling good and kind of enjoying and celebrating the moment in appreciation with God. I recognized and let me celebrate this day so I honor and glorify the choices of Jesus, the sacrifices he made to die such a young age in such a horrific way. But I do know that the reasons were just that it happened. But if I can celebrate today to glorify the sacrifice of Jesus, I mean, he went through that to show us all the miraculous qualities of God. Allow yourself to believe in miracles. Trust that Jesus is with you, the power of that divine quality. That's what he revealed to the world. So I want to bring up actually my first guest, not the first one who arrived, but welcome back, Voy. How
What?
are you? How are you, my brother?
Yeah, I'm good, dude. I'm just surprised that you pulled me up as the first guest. But yeah, I mean, we've come such a long way, and because I really hated you. Well, I didn't hate you. I
Ah,
just I just thought that your words were empty at the beginning, right?
yep.
And I think that's all I have to say. And then I don't know what happened in between. I guess I guess everybody that I missed online, gathered at your place, and so yeah, and so that's why I had to go. That's why I had to go to your channel, and even though I did not despise you, but I just challenged you, and somehow you gave me a wrench, and I was like, what? What? You gave me a wrench? I was like, oh. I mean, that's true respect, dude. I mean, it's not. I mean, I did not despise you. I just challenged you, and you're just like, oh, I'll give you a wrench if you challenge me. And I mean, thank you, thank you for doing that. Yeah,
I saw you showing up, and I know there was something at first. There, yeah, I know, but you stuck around, or you gave a chance,
yeah.
and I think I saw that you were showing up, and you were well respected by others too. So I look at that as well.
Thank you, man.
You're a good dude. Hey, we do have another guest who was actually the first one to arrive. The second one didn't stick around. Um, okay, Mr. Snafu,
Oh Jesus.
when I bring you up, let's stay calm. We're going to practice staying calm and present with each other, okay? And let's see where we can go.
He give us and he take us. I've had a wrench and I've had it taken away probably 30 times. So he give us and he take us. Um, Jack, you made some statements that I want you to be transparent with us about. You claim that you're putting work in. Now, I asked you one day and you said, "Oh, I tweeted Donald Trump." I tweeted. Okay, so you tweeted people, right? It's not really reaching out working, but like what kind of work did you put in? You shake your head when I'm asking you a fucking question. What transparency can you show that you put work in? Because I've even offered to call the United Nations with you. You always deny to do
Hi,
that.
hi, Snafu. How are you doing, dude?
What's that? What are you showing?
Hi, Snafu. How are you doing?
Congressman Peter King. You're also doxing another number, 202-224.
Here, if you that
So Peter King and you are in.
stop, please. That Congressman Peter King was actually the number I dialed for Thomas Massey. I thought he'd be an incredible potential ally. The other one was Senator Chris Van Hollen out of Maryland. I hadn't given him much attention in the past, but since moving here, I've noticed that.
If I may, are you literally just calling their offices and that's it?
You know what? You made the claim I'm not doing anything. I showed you evidence of just today. I've told you that I'm doing things you do not see. I don't announce everything, but it just conveniently you want to challenge this crap today. Perfect. Praise God.
I think that's Matthew's game, right? Because he's a real journalist. So these are the things that he does to himself, right? But he blames you for doing it and not doing it right. Come on, man.
Well, this has become, admittedly, the American way. It's like a bunch of crabs wanting to pull everyone down. Anyone who tries doing anything, especially anything good, they're met with such resistance and opposition. It's absolutely insane. I mean, the first time I really recognized it was in my old hometown. I was hearing about and learning about all the hoops and all the forms and all this other crap these nonprofits had to jump through just in order to help some people. It was like, what the frick is this? People are making it hard on people to help people. What are we doing?
I think it's even being made impossible to collect rainwater in some states.
I heard that.
Or to help homeless people, in most states. I mean, that's even unthinkable in my country, man. That's like, no. I mean,
Well,
I don't. I'm not trying to make this a contest, right? Like my country is as bad as yours, just on different levels. It's
right.
just,
It is. It's
yeah,
the same problems all around the world at varying degrees in different ways.
yeah,
The problem throughout the world is greed. Okay.
yeah,
Greed and fear go together. And people have been conditioned to be afraid and to be selfish. The two protect each other. It's just insanity. And that's what I believe can be addressed. So for those who are listening, I mean, I'm dead serious about this idea. I believe there is a way for the people to intervene in the corruption, to overcome the corruption. I was having a conversation with a man earlier today, besides the senators, but there's lots of things we can do. All we've got to do is to unite together with the faith that it's time to end the wars, and then we will.
yeah. I mean, you make it sound so simple, Jack.
It is. This is the thing, brother. This really is the truth, okay?
Yeah, I know. I know that is the truth, but I mean, you make it sound so simple.
It
And
is.
even though, I mean, you are a veteran, right?
Mhm.
I've been in the military. I'm not a veteran, but it does take some power, right? It does take some violence at times. I mean, I know you're a believer of peace and faith and tranquility, but I mean, you do get angry at times. Like, how else do you get rid of the people that you don't want? elimination is a thing.
That's one route. But there's another way, is to transform what you don't want into what you want. As a union guy, I learned a lot in that experience, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I would try and encourage people
You
is,
were the leader of the union, right?
I served a number of different elected and appointed positions, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, at the end I spent, I think, 8 years as president, maybe.
Wow.
But some of the things I realized in the workplace is, if you want a better boss, teach them how you want, teach them to be a leader, right? Teach them how you want to be led in what you're doing. But we don't have to put up with ridiculous bosses. And that's what I said. If they're not willing to listen to you, and and it is an unreasonable boss, well then let's get together, right?
Yeah.
Well, the other thing I learned at the workplace and in city government is, wherever the opportunity is, if you've got some knowledge and you might be affected, you should invite yourself to the table. That's what I did as a union guy a lot. I just walk into some of the meetings sometimes. A lot of times they would welcome me, though, because they knew I was pretty fair and reasonable.
Wow. I mean, and that's how I've got to know you, right? Because I thought you were full of shit, full of empty words. I mean, I'm not afraid to admit that, right?
Sure.
But I came to a different conclusion, in the end.
And that speaks to you too, that you're open to reason. Yeah, you're willing to see what shows up and reconsider. And that shows some maturity.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of guests now in the back. One is Snafu, and I think he had his run. I will give a little bit of room, and I sure hope the audio problem doesn't return, but welcome back, Stephen.
Hello. Hello. I'm
How are
doing
you?
well. I'm great, brother. I'm awesome. I'm loving life. And who's your guest here? This old granny. I don't think I know who this is.
See, that's how he starts off.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
This guy said, Jack. This guy said you're full of shit.
Typical. It's very typical.
This guy said you're full of shit, Jack, and he said he despised you.
I don't care. Stephen, have you heard what you've said? Dude, you're such a hypocrite, man. It's freaking
I've treated
hilarious.
you beautifully.
Oh my God. Okay.
Jack, I've been one of your biggest supporters.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, I have been.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't know who this old woman is. Is this your grandmother?
I mean, you can ask me in person.
Boy, what's wrong with you? What's your issue? Why are you miserable? Why don't you enjoy life?
Wow. That's you, dude.
Well, it's a question. Jack, I'm loving life, dude. What do you mean that's you? I'm loving life. I love life.
Well, I think you are desperate for attention.
No, not at all.
Yeah? No, not at all.
Jack, I'm here to support your show and your mission.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this guy is. This guy doesn't believe in you.
Here's another one for you, Stephen.
Keep putting them up, Jack. This guy doesn't believe in you, though. This granny voice.
Hey, Stephen.
Hey,
you sound smarter when you're silent. Okay.
Oh, Jack.
Well, if you can't,
that's not very Jesus-like.
It's honest.
Calm down. Be like.
And if you can't silence yourself, well, I'll treat you like a child, and I'll silence you.
Because that's what he deserves. That's what Steffi deserves.
I know. Well, he clearly has some.
Issues.
He's clearly been lacking or ignoring good male role models. He's deceived himself into thinking that what he's doing is somehow entertaining or somehow appropriate. And it's like, dude, you're being a child. Grow the fuck up, dude.
I think to his audience, he is somewhat entertaining. But
Yeah.
I mean, what is his audience?
Well, it's he may be president of the Attention Whores Union. That might be where Stephen is. That might have been a comment for me. No, I wasn't a president of the Attention Whores. There was good working people some damn good and hardworking people that I represented. I was proud to work with a lot of them at the anyway. Work is work.
Okay. Let's not get into this guy too often, too much. But let's talk about the actual thing, Jesus Christ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's the message. Yeah, I truly am. I was real reluctant. To accept. But the more I've been leaning into just calming myself down and praying and meditating and really focusing on God alone. Like I said a long time ago, that sounded absolutely insane and illogical to me. But here I'm finding myself doing exactly that. And I can't tell you, I cannot explain how good it feels.
there's no way of explaining it. You know, it's just it's an experience, I guess, right? And for you, the experience is way different from my experience.
Yes.
And so there's no way of explaining it.
And yet there's still similarities, right? Because I recognized this earlier. The real Trinity of our life, of our experience, it's love and truth and God. And those are all one and the same thing, right? You find one, you'll find the other. It's when we feel separated from those. And you can't describe love. You know, you can try and describe truth, you can present the truth, but someone really needs to feel it inside. It's got to resonate within them. And so that's what life is. It's got to be experienced. And that's why God created us, to experience the truth of God's love. But mankind got lost in the search for safety and money.
Dude, that's deep. That's deep, even though it sounds, it sounds quite cheap, but that is actually very deep. Yeah. Thank you.
It is. Well, thank you. It really is simple.
Yeah.
It's the mind, the human mind, and maybe our karma, our pasts. We develop these patterns and habits of allowing ourselves to get confused or to let confusion win, and then we feel defeated. But actually, Voy, this is something I was thinking about as well. The simplicity is just so mind-blowing. It really is. And that's the only way.
I mean, simplicity is mind blowing, but not mind boggling, right? That's why it's simplicity. It's just like Pooh says, "I like honey," and here I find honey, so I'm just gonna stick to an honey, right? That's what Pooh Bear says, right? Winnie the Pooh, right?
Well, lots of people say lots of things. I'm looking at the back chat. These people are absolutely nuts, boy.
I know, man. I mean, they go crazy on you and me. I mean, somehow
it's insane.
I know.
If folks at home, right? I know you see what you see, and you might hear what you hear, but if you saw what I see in the back chat and some of these fools, it's like, holy cows, man.
I don't even read it, Jack. Come on, man.
They're broken children is what they are.
And I understand that is the reason why you let them in every now and then. because you want to heal them. But then again, well, do you think there's? I mean, yeah, well, I understand why you let them in.
Well, my faith really is in God. And I know that God is with the truth. And I know that if they're at least here, they may not consciously hear anything. They may block out a lot of what's there, but it's getting in them. And eventually they're going to realize they're going to have oh crap, I was wrong. And then it'll click with them. And then the conversations we have, they're going to be so different. They're going to be so much fun, boy. I can't wait till Steven and Snafu wake up.
Well, I kind of lost hope, but I'm glad to be with you. I mean, you still have some hope for these people, but yeah.
This comment from Crystal Shaman, it's the truth. We see what we see. You hear what you hear. You receive what you receive. Then the choice is yours. What do you do with what you see, hear, and receive?
Right.
How do you feel about what you see, hear, and receive? And then what do you do next?
Yeah, I've known Crystal Shaman for quite a while, for like 7, 8 years, maybe 10 years already. So I mean, some of us have been on this journey on the YouTubes for quite a long time, like you yourself. And it's quite amazing. Yeah.
I truly believe, brother, that the past was just to prepare us, right, with the lessons and connections we found in the past.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this? I need help, Jack. Stay here or witness first-class trolling over at Christian channel Smoky Saints. I'm not familiar, but, follow your heart. Have fun. And,
and I mean, some people say that Jack fears truth. And, I mean, what do you have to say about that? I mean, I've seen you deal with truth when people try to challenge you, and I mean, it's not you don't oppose truth, but you how do you say you stand up. No, I don't know how to say this in English, but you know very well how to handle truth, right? It's not like you are opposed by it. It's like, you just take it in and it becomes part of your reasoning. And these people say, oh, no, he's opposing truth. No, Jack just takes it in. And that's why I got to appreciate you, man. And
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Doggone, the truth. I was considering this earlier. Actually, maybe I should write it out. Swap this.
Oh, these people in the back chat are, I mean, they're hitting it off, man. It's just like, it's just like full attack on you.
I found a real, gosh dog it, simplicity, right? You can find the simplicity in anything should you seek it. You can seek the complications as well. It's good to have a grasp on both, but we don't want to let things get too complicated. So I was thinking about righteousness the other day. Oops, I got it.
What do you want to say about righteousness?
Well, the other day I was suggesting that righteousness prevails, because that which is righteous is that which is true, right? The good.
Yeah.
And the good and true, despite if people want to ignore it or hide it, it's there. So righteous is righteous, whether anyone sees it or not. And this is where I was thinking too, in this thing we're dealing with. What is right is righteous. So we got to have faith in righteousness, and we got to have faith that there is a righteous answer, because the righteous answer is the right one, and what is unrighteous, that's wrong. Seems pretty simple.
I mean, yeah, you talked about being simple, or not being simple. That has a wrong connotation to it. But being simple, it's just no fault to it, one fold. Simple actually means one fold. There's one fold. There's no duplicity about it. That's what simple means, right? Yeah.
And that makes sense too. Because when you're on the path of righteousness, it's simple.
Yeah.
That which is not righteous is not an option. You can't get much more simple than that, but
yeah. And like I told you, I blamed you. I thought that you were, I blamed you, but then I came to another conclusion, and that's like very one-folded. One-folded. That's not even a word in English, right? One-folded. But that's what simple actually means. Just one fold.
and it's beautiful. I can conceptualize that as simple. It makes perfect sense. And actually, Roy, I got to admit, I know we had our disagreements, and you've shown up a lot, and I haven't shown up once. I've been meaning to. I catch you live once in a while, and I might lurk, but
that's okay, man. I can't blame you for that.
no, dude, I do like hanging out with you, and I have intended to join. It's just life unfolds the way that it happens, and it's like other things came up.
Yeah, of course. But hey, man, I did love. I just wanted to say that I did enjoy the panel. Like, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? And like, you had two very healthy panels in a row.
Yeah,
it was like with Bex and Dick and OTW, and then the other day with some other people. I was like, wow, man! So it actually can happen.
Yep. It was an amazing opportunity, and I was glad to see that. And yes, I thank you, Arpol. I dropped the link. Boy Blue Blubbering. If someone's willing to vouch, I don't hate you. I saw what you were saying, and I'm happy to bring people in, but I've also made poor mistakes, poor choices, and people do what they do.
Blubbering boy. Yeah, thank you, man.
You know what? I'm taking a chance.
These people make new accounts every day. It's like
it's okay.
Yeah.
It does seem I've seen the name around for a while, and that may be in there too. There's been a few names that stood out, and then I just didn't follow through. And whatever.
How many friends do we have here online? It's like 200, 300, 400, 500. Do you think you can keep up? I don't think I can keep up. How long have you been here on this internet game, Jack?
Oops. How long?
Yeah, how long have you been on this internet game?
A lot longer than I ever imagined. That's for sure.
Well, I know when I said goodbye to society, that was 2009, 2018, and I started just I just said goodbye to the world, and so since then, I lost 4 channels. I'm on my 5th channel. So, yeah.
Hmm.
So it's been 8 years for me. Yeah. But how long has it been for you? Since when have you been on here?
I think I started around 21 or 22, so maybe about 5 or 6 years. 5 years? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was because
No,
it was
but
before the
around that
COVID.
time, right? So you
Yeah,
have an idea, right? Yeah.
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 I didn't start live streaming until after the lockdown and all that stuff. I
Yeah.
wasn't in with all of that, but I see an incredible opportunity we have right now through the technology and the ability to communicate. If we can find a way to use this to connect with people, right?
Yeah.
Connect good ideas and good people together, and guess what? Shit gets done in good ways.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so easy to do it, right? You just click the link and you're there. I mean, uh, back in the 80s or the 90s or the 70s, you could only think of it, right? It should be this easy. And here we are. And now it's that easy.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But the thing is it's been obviously noticed by many. The advancements in technology and communication, while they've united us in some ways, they divided us in other ways.
Yeah.
And I believe it is time, but I don't know when it'll happen. But brothers and sisters, please imagine the possibilities of this world in a better way, completely transformed. No more news of wars happening. There's really no issues of poverty, where the world everywhere, all people, all children, they're living together with love. That's the kingdom that I see in the future. All we've got to do is create space for the truth to be accepted. And we can do that together, hold space for each other so we can
You're doing
process.
it. I mean, you're doing it, Jack. I mean,
Thank you.
you're creating a bridge and beauty, and sometimes you will allow for some of these creatures to come in, even, you know, because
Yeah.
that's why you are the bridge. Um, you will even allow for these creatures to come in, and even though I don't appreciate these creatures, that's part of the bridge, right? So thank you, Jack.
Thanks for seeing the good, because it's easy to miss out on the good when there's a bunch of chaos happening and craziness, right? And I actually think that's what's happened with a lot of people. They may have first seen the chaos and then just clung to that. That's all that Jack is.
Yeah,
But
like the drama llama. No, I don't see that. No, no, no.
here,
I
hold on.
see the bridge. I see the bridge.
Thank you. Thank you. And you're living up to your name, dumb, mock crazy.
Democracy.
Don't assume something so foolish, dummy. Okay? I don't think Massey's going to do anything, but I think based on his perspective and position, he might be willing to take a chance on a crazy idea coming in out of left field with the purposes of confronting this corruption and ending the war. I mean, he's on the right side. He's challenging the legislation to merge the United States military and intelligence with the Israeli military intelligence.
Oh shit.
I mean, for people who want to make fun of me, God bless you. You know, it's not, doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. I think what's happening in America is absolutely unacceptable, and I'm looking for others who want to do something about it.
Well, it's not only America. I mean, the thing
Right.
that's happening in Ukraine or Russia or Europe. The only thing where it's not happening is Africa and South America. That's the only place that it's not happening somehow. I mean, the
Well,
world's gone crazy in Australia, um, Asia, right? It's not only Russia, it's also Singapore, it's also Japan. Things are going crazy there. And the only place it's not happening is South America and South and Africa. Like, what
they
the fuck
got
is up with
issues.
that?
No, they've got civil unrest there too. There's proxy wars being fought in Sudan. Um, and you know, the U.S. kidnapped the Venezuelan president. Not to mention, we've got the embargo continuing on the people in Cuba. Um, and USA, if this is true, it's become this way that the politics, it's an entertainment department for the military industrial complex. They pay the players, and the players create the game where their military hardware is relevant somehow. Well, let's change the rules of the games.
Yeah.
It's time.
Oh man, it's yeah, it's way beyond time. It's don't you think that it's too late already?
No,
No.
no. I see so many signs to shift. We are so close. We are so close to a major shift. There's many individuals who have experienced a major shift. I went through a few of them,
Yeah.
and I know our world is ready for a transformation.
Oh,
And
yeah, we are.
I'm glad you're back. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you.
Hey, Jack, what's up?
I'm feeling good.
I'm
And
glad that
I felt regret yesterday. I raised my voice. You were one of the people here that it didn't need to happen. So I'm glad you're here, brother. It's good to see you again. Feeling good, by the way.
there's nothing to feel regret over. It's a sensitive subject. You know, tempers run high. I think that we're both on the same page, though. We just have different views of how the goal should be achieved, but we both have the same goal. So that's something we can find solidarity in.
Exactly. And we're here again today. So every day is new. And I have been so filled with inspirations today and inspired actions. So I don't control the results, but I know I found some new efforts to take today. So I feel good about potential and progress.
That's good. I saw your text message to the senator. That's a good step in the right direction.
Well, I called and I spoke to the aides in each office. And, you know, I tried to communicate as a human being and share a crazy idea, but the real idea is, please, it'd be worth the senator, the congressman's time and attention if they found time to talk to me. So,
Well,
but what
the thing is, Jack. I know you're dealing with the world, right? But I'm just dealing with the pond that's next to my building, and I'm taking on the government on with small steps, right? And they're trying to replace my pond with a how do you call this? A gully. A gully. What is a gully? Like it's just a ditch. So yeah, okay, never mind. But I'm taking on the government too, and they actually invited me to have an actual conversation while looking at the issue. And I think that is a big step. Just taking small steps. I'm saying you cannot replace this pond with a gully. Um, Everybody loves the pond, and nobody wants a gully there. And they said, no, a gully is better. Um, I mean, no, it makes no sense to make a gully here. And you hear what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you hear
I
what,
do. I
yeah.
do.
And I know that they know what I'm talking about, but they still want to have the fight. But in the end, I got to get what I wanted because they will actually go around with me. Uh, they will actually go with me around the gully and see what's actually happening, right? And I've got so much documentation about it. I don't have it, but somebody actually uh, got all the documentation since like 1980s. So from the 1980s until the 2020s. So that's a lot of documentation. And so, dude, I feel so backed up by just by logic, just by truth. And these people just wanna. These people from the city council, they just wanna gaslight me and lie to me like, oh no, that's not what's happening. No, it's just evaporation. It's just climate change, dude. And I told them like, no, man, that's not what's happening, and you know it too. You know you're lying. And so I got all these documentation, all these reports from back in the 80s, and yeah, I'm just gonna stand up to them. And this pond that I love, it's gonna be repaired. It's not gonna be a fucking gully. Fuck these people, man. I mean, they work for us. We don't work for them.
Well, it's good. Yeah, it sounds like you're inviting yourself to the table. It sounds like they're at least have been open to discussing, but
Yeah, and
not over.
I'm very glad to hear that from them. Right? Like they're like, yeah. They will not address my points, but they're open to a discussion, right? And they're like you said, they're open to get to the actual issue with me, or to the actual to the actual issue. They will walk around with me, and I will get to tell them like, dude, here's the results of. Oh, I don't want to get too deep into this, but it's a very small issue, right? But it's my issue. It's the thing that I care about, and it's not worldwide, but it's like I said, just take small steps. And this is the smallest. Well, this is one of the small steps that I take.
I'm glad, my friend. And nice job. There is a question. I don't care if you do or don't answer it, but the question is for you. What did he do in the military?
I shot bazookas, and I was very good at shooting bazookas. Oh.
Dang. Thank you. There's another question I saw. Where was that? I lost it. It's all right.
Hey, Andy the God, what did you do in the military?
I never was in the military. I'm not in favor of the military.
Would you have wanted to be? And
No, I would never join the military. I don't think that our country, I live in the United States, and I don't think that our military is basically just a bunch of bullies. No one has been threatening our freedom for the past century.
Right.
So I don't see any reason to join.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
agree. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And those things weren't clear to me when I was younger, but this is kind of what I mean. I know in my life, I have learned a lot about a lot of different things. And something life has shown me is we've got to allow our minds to change. If we resist change, our heart will get broken, and then we'll feel sad. Or if we don't believe in change, then we start feeling stuck and hopeless. And I've been in all those situations, but where I'm at now, baby, woo, freedom. Freedom from worry, freedom from care, freedom from anything that's not love. I want everyone to be there.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Jack. And dude, and I never thought that I would say that, but I'm with you there.
Well, we've got a guest in the back that claims I am love. But
That you are love?
no,
But
it's his claim, but it's
I know he hates me. I know he hates me. I know he loves you. So let's see where this goes. I mean, just why not?
Here, how about this question? I don't like defining because people love to argue, but not so much a socialist. I consider myself more of a realist and most importantly, a humanitarian. I care about people and I want to make sure that everyone's basic needs are taken care of because we can do that easily if we work together and choose to do that.
I hear you, Jack. But I mean, some people that are social are not necessarily socialist, right? Some people that live
Right,
in the community are not necessarily a communist. Some people that have a capital are not necessarily a capitalist. And
right,
and a lot of these arguers or debaters seem to forget that. They're like, oh, if you have a capital, you're a capitalist. If you're being social, you're a socialist. If you live in a community, you're a communist. And yeah, I just can't
right.
reason with these people, man.
Not yet, but we're learning to.
Yeah.
These what people have been conditioned and shown is to cling on to beliefs. Well, all their belief is an idea. And if you let ideas be what they come and they go. Your beliefs
And
can
so
change.
yeah, and so
Yep.
the isms is what is not the definition of a thing.
Right.
If you live in a community, you're not a communist. If you are being social, you're not a socialist. And somehow, I don't know where along the way this happened, but when people are social, you're being called a socialist. When people have capital, you're being called a capitalist, and that's not how things work. But this is the only way these people are able to reason or to debate. Actually, well, they don't debate, they don't reason, they just argue, and it's all about isms. And I just don't. I have a hard time dealing with that. Yeah, you're amused, huh?
Well, I was asked to bring it up because of the profile picture, and I see it is quite creative. And the comment is a nice little jab too. It's funny, I think. Um, hey, and yeah, all these isms and all these things that divide us, it's just our thoughts, man. We got to give up that stuff. You got to
Yeah,
balance.
yeah.
It's the path and the way to live, the teachings of Jesus, the way he showed it is so bloody simple. But accepting its simplicity can be a challenge for people if they don't know which way to turn or where to look.
Do you
I
think that's why Trans Andy hasn't reacted for like 2 or 3 minutes already? because he's
No,
not.
I just didn't want to interrupt. It was kind of like an unbroken stream of conversation.
Okay, nice.
Andy is so respectful. Please, you're welcome to jump in if anything is. Doesn't have to be the same topic either. Please.
What do I say? Snafu, you're backstage being such a hateful little man. Can't we all just get along? Remember what Rodney King said?
It's true. And we can. We can choose to get along. Ah, do I choose either of those guys again?
Oh, Jesus, alsjeblieft, John. No, I'd rather be with Andy and you than, with any of these guys that are in backstage. And I haven't looked backstage, but I think it's just the same people. Yeah.
Well, it's still Steven and Snafu. However, and I get it. I totally get it. I prefer them to be in the backstage or even better elsewhere. But they're here. And since they're here, I can also imagine that under the ideal situation and conditions, we might be able to help encourage a breakthrough, meaning a change of mind.
With who? With who? Like with the zebra or with the so-called king?
Both of them. Both of them have outsmarted themselves.
Oh, you have so much faith in humanity that I think you're delusional, Jack. But okay, I mean, it's your show.
I know, but I think if we work together, I can prove you wrong. We can prove you wrong if we work together.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So we don't want to... What's that?
I believe you. Yeah.
If you're willing, let's all try, because this is what the Bible's talking about too, generically. We join together and we seek the truth amongst us, and we do so with love. So let's start where we can start. If you guys are open to this, let's just not react or drop into insults, regardless of what shows up.
I'm there with you. Yeah.
Perfect. And I think we'll start with probably the more simple path. Stephen, are you still there?
Hello. Hello, I'm still here. I am love.
Oh, damn.
All you need is love. Love.
Yeah, you did
love
that.
is all you need. Do you like that?
That was good.
Are you okay, Jack? You seem a bit down.
Oh, you're mistaken.
Are you okay?
Jack was just with me, so he was very happy. But I mean, I just maybe we should let this.
You're a downer, boy.
See, that's what you say. Maybe we should just let him speak for himself, without any reaction.
Jack, how are you today?
See, you can't even speak for yourself.
Well, let him reveal himself. And
I'm asking Jack, how are you today? That's what's wrong with that?
I don't know why you interrupted me when I was trying to speak with Roy, but let me get to your question. You're clearly wanting answers, so we'll be fair. I've answered that, though, already, just so you're aware that I'm feeling quite blessed.
Your mood seems to have changed, though. You seem a little bit on edge and paranoid, and I don't know, Jack, are you okay?
See, your doubts seem to prevent you from actually understanding. So
it's care. It's not doubt. It's care.
No, Stephen, please listen to me. I want you to pause and actually think before you say more stupid things. Okay? I know you can do that.
I'm not saying anything stupid. These are valid questions.
Well, no, that's what you tell yourself. But what is reality, Stephen, is you're revealing your disconnection. You're living in some sort of fantasy. You say words. Yeah, you're not ready. Thanks for playing, Stephen. God bless you. When you grow up, we can have conversations.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for doing that, Jack.
Thank
That's-
you.
I
You
mean,
guys-
there's no how do you call this progression in his character, right? None whatsoever.
Nah, he's not ready.
He's still better than Snafu.
Well, no, he's
He's not attacking Jack's family, and he's not calling Jack a rapist. You know what I mean? He's not screaming into the microphone. So I'll put Steven over Snafu still.
yeah, but that doesn't make him any better. He behaves more
Mm,
well. He behaves more well, but he's not any better. It's just, I mean, it's actually just the same.
I get you're both right. You are. Even though you're saying totally different things, you're both
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And so actually I kind of gamble and I do some foolish choices sometimes, but I'm willing to create space and let's see if Snafu can actually do better than Steven did. I'm willing to try. But hey,
That is quite the challenge, Jack. Wow.
well, I think he can do it actually. I really do.
I know he can do it. I've been there.
Well, and it looks like generosity was shared. Thank you, Kenny Given, and an announcement. So, congratulations, it sounds like, are in order. Kenny and Vera are now a couple. Well, blessings to you, man. I'm not sure of the details, but I love love, and I'm always happy for love and those who find love and know love. So, enjoy the adventure.
Kenny was saying yesterday that he's going to buy a camper van and travel around Scotland. That sounds like a cool adventure.
It does.
The reason I brought that up is because he invited Vera to go along with him. That would be a cool pair for that trip, like American girl and a Scottish man in the Scottish hill country in a camper van. I'm genuinely jealous. That sounds awesome.
That does sound awesome. Amazing, in fact. Adventures and exploring with someone you can enjoy and get along with. That's really a beautiful dream fulfilled. Okay, so I'm going to bring us back and hopefully we don't shatter into nightmares, but I've got faith. Again, I'm going to give Snafu a chance. Let's see if he can do a little bit better than Steven. I think he can. Let's see if he shows me wrong again.
Yeah, this message is actually to the Andys and Yolandas and everyone involved in your life other than you, Jack. It's funny how your family and job, by the way, the rape allegations came from the family and his coworkers, not Snafu Snaps. But it's funny that his family and job, the people who should love him the most, that did and do, tried to be authentic and genuine and say, Jack, you're getting kind of delusional. This whole religion shit, the whole you're fucking your job up, you're fucking our family up. And again,
see where you're going. Where you're going, my friend, is into things that are not true. And I've attempted multiple times to correct you on things that are not true. Now, I cut you a lot of slack and I sat and I listened to you, but I don't think you did any better than Steven. So I'm sorry, Snafu. I get to judge. Unless you guys want to present an argument different. You think he did better than Steven? Should I keep him continuing?
No, please.
I think he has nothing of value to offer whatsoever.
Yeah. Thanks for trying, Snafu, but you did not succeed. As a matter of fact, you kind of failed. So next time, try something different.
I'm actually taking your persona. I'm the new Snafu, and I'm better than you. I'm a better Snafu than the actual Snafu. Go fuck yourself.
Hey, but Jack, I think that actually happened to you too, that you actually had a good conversation or an actual conversation with Snafu. I mean, that happened to me once upon a time. I mean, I'm not even making this up. And actually, he paid some respect to me. And, we actually had a somewhat of a conversation, and he didn't even start out with the accusations and everything. That actually happened to me once upon a time. I don't even remember when that was. I don't have the receipts, but
Yeah, I trust you.
I mean that actually happened to me. So I know he can do it, and that's
Yep.
why. I mean that's why I blame him even more for doing it instantly and constantly. It's so annoying.
Yeah, you're not alone. There are many who are sick and fed up of me allowing this nonsense.
Yeah,
So
I'm one of them. I'm one of them. But
I
okay.
know, I
Yeah.
know. And I feel for you and I love all of you who care. I do. That's part of me though. I'm a selfish bastard and I kind of do what I want to do. But
But how about this guy that actually took on the same avatar as Snafu? Like, what's up with that dude?
I'm replacing snafu with a better snafu.
Okay.
I can be respectful on panel and treat Jack with kindness. Snafu's unable to do that.
No,
Snafu
he's
has
not unable.
less of
No, he is actually able to do it. I've witnessed it.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I
Well-
haven't witnessed that. I didn't know that.
See?
I have to.
So you're just a newbie.
No, I've been here for a couple of years. I must have just not been here when you did that.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's few and far between, but there is evidence that he's capable. He's far more capable than he likes to show regularly. Okay?
That's why he needs to. I mean, that's why I blame him even more. Because I know he's able to.
Right. And this is the fortunate yet unfortunate part of seeing the good in someone, seeing their potential. It can give you hopes, and in those hopes, you can expect them to do better, but you can't force them to.
Yeah.
I do think eventually Snafu's going to get tired of trying what he's failing to do.
And you think you have the angel's patience to be able to expose that?
Dude, I'm actually pretty good as soon as I'm given a chance.
Do you think that Snafu repents when he when he refuses to love his neighbors? Do you think that
No.
he even repents, or is he just like demonic to his core? Hey Bex, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good to see you. Who is that hiding behind the zebra avatar? I don't recognize your voice.
It's Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy. Hello. Andy
Andy.
Hula Tinga Tanga. Hula Tanga.
That's the one.
Yes. Nice to see you, Jack. Good to see you, Boy. Nice to see you, Andy Zebra. And nice to see everyone in chat.
Thank you for joining, Bex.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you for thanking me for joining.
We were just discussing the potential of an individual, the potential to do better, and is there any chance of them changing?
No. This is my short answer. No.
I used to believe that.
No, it's their online character, and
Mhm.
even though
Yep.
I've experienced and witnessed something else, I mean that was just this 1% of hope they give, like this Thomas Messi that's in government. Like, oh, there's this one guy in government that actually makes sense, and so they will make you believe that it actually government there is some good people there, but it's. I think that's what it is. I've seen him behave 1% of 0.5% of the time, and the 99.5 other percentage, I've seen him misbehave. So I don't have any hope. No. That's my long answer.
I'm a bit of an eternal optimist, and as much as YouTube's tried to squash that right out of me, I would still say I tend to see the best in people, sometimes to my detriment. So I think that there's a lot to unpack there, and there's a lot of staying on YouTube nonstop all the time that can get you stuck in loops. And we as humans are already in loops. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but he's a very hyper focused person when it comes to what he focuses on. Even if he weren't hyper focused on Jack, then his hyper focus would be the pedo pogo, which for some reason he thinks there's an overlap between those two things, but I do not. I do not agree with that. So I do think that as long as he maintains his online presence and doesn't take breaks from that, yeah, there's not much hope for coming out of some of these mindsets or seeing them from a different perspective. But I think that happens to a lot of people, depending on what their hyper focus is, you know. So, but when it comes to his behavior towards you, Jack, I don't think that is going to change. I mean,
no, that's not ever. Hey, so I thank you, Bex, for that comment. But do you have a hyper focus yourself?
Let me please address this on the screen. Emily, personhood over dogma. Thank you for that. Steve Godfrey, and personhood over dogma are going to talk about fighting the rise of antinatalism, aphilism, I'm not sure, and CSAM on YouTube. And so the link is there. Please check it out.
Aphilism is life spelt backwards. It's like the anti-life. It's an extension of nihilism. Yeah, aphilism.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't hate these people. I just disagree with them. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm anti-natalist. I'm certainly scared of bringing children into the world with the way things are.
Yeah, I mean that shows your face, right? That's why you have that face.
What do you mean?
I'm
saying I think I'm a demon?
I didn't say that.
You implied it.
Yes, I did, and you understood it. So. Mm-hmm.
I understood it because my picture is a picture of a demon, but I don't think I do anything demonic. I think the world is an evil place, and there's a really high chance that children could get hurt in our future. So it is scary to think of bringing a child into the world right now. But I did say that I'm not against bringing children into the world.
I love children, dude.
I do too.
I think we have an amazing opportunity to create a safer world for children everywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, every time I look at a child, I'm like, wow, look at this beautiful being. Wow.
We'd have made beautiful babies, boy, you and I.
Oh, yes.
We'd have made beautiful, smart, funny, witty, worldly babies.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's like yeah. And for me as a woman, that ever since I got, pardon my language, Jack, but ever since I got dick slapped that second time on my live stream, as opposed to a porn bomb, it was live. I went into instant menopause that day. It just never came back. So it's beyond the years for me, but the grass is pretty green here. If someone had told me, I wanted children so badly as a young woman, that if someone had told me I'd be okay in my early 50s not having children, I would have punched them. Like, I really wanted to be a mother, but I also wanted to be a good mother. And I had some emotional regulating to do, as might be evident by my behavior on YouTube. But yeah,
but Andrew doesn't think. I mean, Andrew just likes to jack off to porn, I guess.
What are we doing? What are we talking about?
No, okay. Oh, sorry, Jack.
I apologize, Jack. I apologize.
Well, hold on. I just missed what he said. I had a phone call and it cut out part of what Boy said, and then all of a sudden everyone was like yelling.
Yeah.
I'm with you though, Jack. I heard what you said. I'm all about supporting life, making the world a safer place and a better place for children. I think that a lot of us have a lot of people have golden age thinking and seem to think somehow retroactively times were better. I think that always humanity has faced a lot of different challenges when it comes to bringing children in, and we happen to live in a world where, infant mortality rates are minimized in our culture. There is a lot of women don't die in childbirth. There's just a lot more support for life. And we tend to idealize things backwards in a way that things were better at some point, and in many ways they weren't. But we can only do better and better. And I stand with you on that, Jack.
Okay. Is there anything you can think of that maybe we can do to move this forward? I mean,
Yes,
that's what I'm
babies.
really hoping to
Make
find.
more babies. That's what Beck said.
Well, and I'm a socialist, right? I'm from Canada. So I'm like, throw money at parents, throw money at dads, throw money at moms, make a world where childcare is free, where CEOs have daycare in their basements, where it's normalized to breastfeed your children wherever. That I do think that if we actually took the socialist kind of country I live in and just beyond child tax benefits, rewarded men for being fathers, rewarded, and I don't mean like a one-off payment, I just mean really supported parenthood. Then yeah, but I know that means increased taxes and that means more regulations, and so for some people that's
not necessarily so. No, not necessarily so.
Holy cows.
I would
Okay.
agree with you, Bex.
Jack, take over, please, because
Could I quickly just throw something in response to what Bex was saying? I agree with everything she said. I think that's an honorable goal, but on the same aspect, I think that people should refrain from having kids if they're not qualified to be a parent. There's a lot of people out there that aren't even able to raise themselves, let alone a kid, and they're bringing children into this world, and this children is being raised in squalor and growing up to repeat the same mistakes that their parents made.
are you talking about yourself or your parents?
No, I had a good mother. I didn't know my father growing up, but I had a good mother. She raised me well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you're right, to just reduce it to money would not solve all the problems at all. To double down on what Jack has to say, to have a world with no war, with no threat of dying, could also be a really great place to start. It seems too idealistic for many, but I'd be right there with you, Jack, on that.
Can we join together now with the idea that that might be a good thing to do? And maybe we can talk about ways to do it instead of all these other things. Is that possible?
Yes, Jack. Yes, Jack. I apologize.
I would love that. I mean, I'm creating space for this to happen every single day with the prayer and hopes I can find people that want to help this succeed, not just talk about it. I mean, how long should we wait?
We shouldn't wait at all. There's children dying.
Right. That's that shadow within us, right? Because all of us know that this is happening. And yesterday, we even talked about that shadow of knowing in us. And yesterday, that shadow let me get louder. It's passion. It's not anger. It's passion. It's
Well,
driven
maybe you can relate to me when I say that I'm willing to exploring the idea of violence, because I don't know, it doesn't seem like peace is getting us anywhere. Like no one's responding violently, and no one has been responding violently for the past 5 years.
Unless, what are you talking about? Have you seen Palestine?
War. I'm talking about war.
Yeah, have you seen Palestine?
War that will hopefully end in peace.
Have you seen Palestine lately?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm referring to.
So,
here,
I mean, who is willing to propose to perform war?
I'm willing to. If there was a big enough army, I would go across and risk my life right now. I would literally go die for this right now.
Oh, so you need a fucking army behind you?
Absolutely. If
How
I
about
just
this?
went by myself, I
How
would just die.
How
Okay,
about this?
I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
Please.
What a dumb question, oh boy.
Well, how about this? If you're willing to die, how about think of ways to support so we don't have to die, so we don't have to go to war? I claim that this idea can work. If we can find a way to get in front of Congress, the goal is to raise the consciousness of human beings. It's happening all around the world, right? But people have to get the opportunity, and everything is happening. But this idea I have, guys, this is from God. I know it because I've devoted my life to God. So you don't have to believe in God, but if you can believe that we can help change the minds of people, that maybe Donald Trump and the people who serve America could be persuaded to do what is righteous and right by truth, then let's do it.
Will there even be any Gazan children left by the time we achieve it? Because they're being killed. They're all going to be gone by the time we finally achieve a peaceful solution. They're all going to be gone.
Andy, it doesn't take children.
It's everyone, guys.
And I know you're crying.
I know you're talking mentioned too, but I'm concerned about the children more than anything.
Andy, I know you're talking from Tel Aviv, but it doesn't take children.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I don't think you two are talking about the same thing.
I'm talking about children in Gaza being killed by the IDF.
See, there you go again.
I know this is. Please go ahead, Jack.
Well, those children that Andy is referring to, and it's not just the children, it's their mothers and fathers, their brothers and sisters. It's entire family lines are being deleted, right? And even if the wars ended today, right now, there is so much physical and emotional damage upon so many people. We cannot leave them on their own like this. We've got to find a way. I mean, I'm doing literally everything I can think of. I'm not going insane with worry or fear anymore or guilt, but I'm pursuing every idea I can think of.
To be clear, Jack, I prefer peace, Jack, just to make that very clear. Like, I don't want war, I don't want violence, but I feel hopeless when it comes to peace at this point.
Of course you feel hopeless. What piece of Lebanon do you want? What piece
I didn't mention Lebanon.
Well, I just asked you, what piece of Lebanon do you want? How much of Lebanon?
Why? Why are you asking him what piece of Lebanon he wants?
I don't want.
Well,
Lebanon.
because he actually talks like somebody from Israel.
What?
I was going to say that. I was going to say that, I know this will go counter to a lot of people and a lot of the people in chat and sort of where the rabbit holes we've been down through, but people love to blame the realm. They love to blame demons and things like that when it's corruption in people, right? It's the people that make the choices that cause harm to the people. It's not the earth itself. It's not the atmosphere. It's the people that push the buttons and pull the triggers and make the policies that allow us to be, to essentially, especially as North Americans, have blood on our hands as Westerners who haven't been, cleaning our neighbor's skull off our balcony like the Iranian woman that I met who was a refugee here in Canada, who brought her children here so they didn't have to live like that and grow up like that, right? And so, I'm with you, Jack, that, believing in the best in people and trying to heal people and even have sympathy for some of this ruling class who may not know, I don't know if you take it that far, but who may not know better, right? They may not know better. The corruption may be so deep in their bringing in their society.
Are you talking about
Right.
Andy?
I'm
Yeah.
very well aware of how the state and the nation got to this point. I feel well equipped in understanding human psychology as well as the spiritual aspects of this
Yeah.
life. And I can, if given the opportunity, I can present the facts and the evidence in a manner that could be easily understood to demonstrate the causational relationship between these corrupted systems and
Yeah.
all of the world insanity.
Yeah.
So let's change the systems. Let's fix the people. We've got the answers. It's just a matter of getting the answers to the people.
Yeah. I agree, Jack. I agree.
Well, I have answers that I believe would greatly benefit the world if men and women in Congress and the White House understood what I was envisioning, right? What I can see. They're lost in the politics. They were raised up in this. They've gotten comfortable with their routines and what they can get away with and what they got to be honest with, right? They know the lines, they know the rules. But it's time to change the rules.
So,
And the rules
okay, Jack. So, what are the answers?
The truth shall set us free. When the
but
masses,
people don't care about the truth.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. This is I'm sorry, but
I hear you. I hear you.
This is the exact problem of our society. We allow people who are wrong to not care that they're wrong.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
It's time to call out wrongness. It's unrighteous to ignore it. And there is wrongness in the accusations and so many things. And in the global stage, guys, there is so much evidence of problems in this nation right now. If we don't intervene, we're going to lose our opportunity.
Do you think tar and feathers is an option?
No.
No?
It's something to consider, but
but Jack, I mean,
they have no shame.
Jack, I'm a bit more drastic than you are. You're a bit more forgiving, right? We're on the same path, though. So I would think that, tar and feathers would be a very reasonable, not even reasonable. I think it's less than reasonable, but tar and feathers would be a solution because people die.
That's making a joke. That's making a joke out of a serious situation.
Yeah, yeah. And so I think they should be shaved bald and undressed. And I think these people's houses should be set on fire.
Well, here's the reality.
So what do you think? Yeah, love is the answer.
Well,
nobody should be jailed. Okay. Should anybody be jailed?
That's not for me to decide.
Okay.
I don't think jail is enough.
Well, here's the reality. In my prayers to God, I made a commitment, knowing the true messages of Jesus and what I believe is true from God. I said that I would, if it was required, I would defend the indefensible. I would seek mercy and forgiveness for the most vile, and I will. There come the time, and if I have the opportunity, I believe I'll be guided to do what is right. But I also trust it.
I mean, you answered my question in a way that I couldn't perceive. But thank you, Jack.
I've always felt the same way, Jack, and yeah, it's It's just something that, from a very privileged place, I wanted everyone to have what I had. I didn't understand why it couldn't be that way, and I don't have everything that other people have, but I'm very blessed. I live in a wonderful country that takes very good care of its people, and welcomes people from all over the world. And I know a lot of Canadians who live out east in more populated places won't agree, but I live on an island in the west. And, without immigration, our cities wouldn't run. We wouldn't have enough people to work the system. So, and because most of those people in that system, I'm in the provincial capital, we have a lot of government employees here, and a lot of them are not they haven't been here for 20 years, and because the system helped them get here, that makes them very helpful as working in the system. So there's no stigma associated with, accessing, for Canadians accessing their entitlements. If they need help, they just ask. And we receive. So
That's good.
But I know that doesn't solve the problem of war. It doesn't solve the problem of happening in the countries they came from.
Nope.
And with some of the with some of the radical propaganda online, and I will call it propaganda, it has a lot of people, getting information to be disdainful towards these people, and it's unfortunate.
That's one of the things we can confront if we unite together to overcome it. I'm sure we'll find a way. I want to welcome as well. Welcome back, Jesus Pantheon. How you doing today, brother?
Cool. I'm doing really well. I had fun writing that parable today. I don't know if you've seen it, the pissing in the wind one. So that was really fun, and it's been a great day. Great day, really, with the family about doing puzzles and out in nature and things. So, all in all, they're the important things, I suppose. Other than that, I've been enjoying the conversation.
I'm glad.
Nice. It's nice to meet you, Jesus Pantheon.
Nice to meet you, Bex.
Yeah.
Andy and Boy, I suppose, as well. I mean, that's we all saying hi.
Hello, Carl.
Yeah. It sounds like blessings have been had by all of us. And if we can recognize our blessings, then it gives us permission to calm and relax our nervous system. But there is so much power in what Jesus taught. If you keep God and love in your thoughts, you're always in the presence of love because it's with you. And then whatever you see, you can find the reflection of love. I mentioned that yesterday. And with faith, we can be renewed through love. I experienced it. I've witnessed it. I know for a fact it happens, right? So let's bring love into DC. That's the path for me. I'm reaching out to other people who I think could communicate these ideas better than me. I'm reaching out to other people online and off who may be able to, they're activists. So I invite everyone, please join these ideas, be a part of it. Just see if you can be like the go-between to create that perfect connection.
Yeah, just do it. I mean, I think it's not going to happen, dude.
I think that the belief in what Jesus taught is a big part of the problem with why everybody's so complacent about these wars. Jesus said that the wars are necessary.
That sounds like a Jesus hater.
He did say that, though, boy. Have you ever read the New Testament?
You sound like a Jesus hater.
I don't hate Jesus, but I think that the belief in Jesus is not helping the cause with the war. It's causing people to be okay with it, to be desensitized to it.
That's the reason of my opinion.
Yeah, and again, I don't hate Jesus. I grew up in a Christian household, and I live most of my life by what Jesus taught.
That doesn't define my opinion. You sound like a Jesus hater. I mean, if you grew up in a
That's
in a religious household that actually makes you more of a Jesus hater. And that's okay. I mean,
So when I say to you that I don't hate Jesus, those
see,
words mean nothing to you.
seems that way. I'm
see,
not sure what's going on.
well, me neither. But I mean, when I said that, apparently it triggered something.
No,
No?
it was an.
Boy, I
it
think that you're trying to start a conflict. You have been the whole time I've
Could
been up
be.
here. You're repeatedly trying to trigger me.
Yeah, all the time.
Could
Yeah.
be.
That's what I do.
Am I wrong,
It
Jack?
could
Am I
be.
wrong, Bex? I mean, has everyone seen what? I mean, you're repeatedly trying to take shots because you want to start an argument. You're just like Snafu.
Yeah, that's me. I'm just
There's
like
little-
stuff. Yeah.
You are just like Snafu. I've called you out about this months ago. You do this all the time. You
Thank-
literally love negativity. You're
Thank
drawn
you for
toward
calling-
negativity.
Thank you for calling me out.
You should be called out. You're pathetic.
guys, please. Snafu is an exaggerated example of behavior that all of us can have, right? Wanting to poke at people and wanting to get reactions. And boy, you gotta see that in
I do.
yourself. You poke people, dude. Yeah. The idea, the word Jesus, it does, a lot of people have a lot of different, it means a lot of things. And what Andrew was saying, I actually do kind of agree with. A lot of the belief systems have taught people to wait, not seek, right? Wait for Jesus. Don't seek Jesus. Well, hearing about something and knowing something are two completely different things, right? Jesus Pantheon, you've been patient, and I know you're a man of thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit I'm in a loop in my head on work. I'm currently working on the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse for Healers Gnosticism, and why we are launching. So because that's constantly in my head, like an ego maniac, it's still there a little bit because I've recently left it. So obviously I'm listening to the gentleman talk, and yes, Voy is a bit of a porker. He likes to do that. He enjoys this. I mean, come on, bless him. He's
Unlike you.
yeah.
Right.
I wasn't claiming anything about myself right there. I was just agreeing with Andy, and yeah, you can do that. You just got to speak to Voy clearly, like, hey, Voy, what exactly makes me a Jesus hater? In your opinion, but you can be like that, I suppose. Yeah, sorry, Jack. I haven't got much to add to it. I'm stuck in my own little rut at the moment, which is more the medical.
No worries.
You know, how we are continually making these immoral agents that do all these things that you guys are all talking about right now. So it's difficult to get out of that at the moment. So yeah, that's I got to admit, I got that loop going on. So yeah, the patience is more kind of ignorance at the same time. I'm finding it difficult to get out of that loop. But yeah, if anybody got a direct question, I don't mind answering it.
Nah.
Thank you for the update.
Do you want me to tell everybody about that piston in a wind parable quickly? No. I thought it was really good. It was the difference between obviously dogma, knowledge, and gnosis, and it was just a cute little thing that Dad's going to teach his son how to.
Pretentious little prick.
Who is?
Hey, actually, holy cows. We've got someone from a long time ago, and I want to welcome back a true hero. Zach Hubbard, how you doing, brother? You're a friend of mine.
Well, it would have been nice if you would have said something like that the other night when you were getting harassed by that crazy guy.
I know.
Because you kind of let him just like slander me, and you didn't say anything. You didn't stand up for me once. And then you even said we had a falling out. And I thought, when did Jack and I ever have a falling out?
No, that's not what I meant. I said we didn't communicate as well as we could have. We didn't have a falling out. You're on your path and I'm on mine. And
yeah, I witnessed that whole thing. I'm not mad at you, but I thought, why did he say we had a falling out? We never had a falling out.
I'm sorry if I misspoke, and that's not what I meant. But
and just so you know, that person that's attacking you, they've been through a lot in life, and they converted their gender. They're on a lot of testosterone pills, so there's a lot going on there with that person. We try to give that person a lot of empathy, but you saw what it was. I mean,
I saw
you didn't stay there and take the attacks, but that's been going on for 4 years straight, every single day, and just out of nowhere. That was another person I tried to help and promote and get attention to their channel, and just one day, all of a sudden, that happened. So,
I'm sorry to hear that. And I didn't know anything about what he was talking about, but dude, I heard the hurt and
he
the
pays
bitterness.
attention to everything though, because his job. Somebody's paying him to do what he's doing, because he's bought 2 new cars in the last about year and a half, and doesn't really have much income. He also somehow stabbed somebody. He goes by the name Cuts because he stabbed multiple people. He recently was jailed for stabbing, and he was out right away for stabbing somebody. It was quite interesting. I'm thinking, what's going on here? So yeah, he I don't know how he does what he does. He must have somebody else. He somehow, I don't put any of my wife's information out there. Somehow he found all my wife's information, where she works. They had to block his phone number because he was just calling her workplace nonstop and pretending to be the FBI. But that's that's the thing. You get online and you try to do something decent, there can be some repercussions, some unexpected consequences. But Jack, because I did see you go on there and somebody let me know about all that, that's how I ended up, I didn't see it live, but somebody said, hey, Zach, you should check out this. Jack said you and him had a falling out because, people are eyes and ears everywhere. And I was like, we did? Let me go hear it myself.
No, I didn't mean that if I said that.
It would have been nice. I mean, it would have been nice if you could have tried to interject at some point with all the slander.
I know.
A lot of slandering is going on over there unchecked.
Yes, there was. But that was also my first time joining the host. And, he seemed to be doing very well in communicating with the guy. And so I really intentionally just tried to step back and let the host handle it.
Fair enough. That's why I'm not mad at you. And I saw you were just kind of just trying to maintain your neutrality in a new situation.
I was.
But
hey.
To be, I gotta challenge you again on this, Jack. I gotta challenge you. Let's say you're watching somebody that holds the button to the drone that just keeps blowing up innocent women and children, right? Because people in the world are doing this, right? There's people now in rooms where they hit buttons and it drops bombs and it kills people. And you're watching this day after day, and you keep telling them, this is not the way. This is wrong. This is evil. I mean, isn't it? So you watch it day after day. How many days, months, years go by before you switch up your approach because this evil needs to be stopped? And if it's not stopped, women and children are going to continue to be killed. And not just women and children, just everybody. How many days do you sit there and keep telling them this is wrong without any other kind of intervention?
Well, Zach, that's the exact question I've been asking myself, and I've been asking it publicly too, in many different ways. Should we is it time for the people to intervene and confront this corruption, or should we continue waiting for more reasons? I think we got enough reasons.
So what tools do we have at our disposal to stop this?
Protest doesn't work, that's for sure. I've seen millions of people in the streets protesting, and the people at the top don't give a fuck.
What do they teach us in slave school about how this country got free? I call our 13 years of pledging the 13 stripes slave school for people who don't know. What do they teach us about how we got free in slave school?
They taught us a lot of inappropriate things. As a matter of fact, that violence is normal, and it's not.
It's not normal, but if everything is God-given, we were given the ability to physically impose ourselves on someone, and is there a place where it actually is okay to use your physical violence to stop something evil?
Certainly, but in this case, I believe all peaceful methods, and we haven't tried all peaceful methods yet. The idea I've got is get a voice of the people in front of the men and women who allegedly serve the government, right? Get in front of the House and the administration. And we have a talk about what is true, because we've got the truth on our side, Zach. You know this.
But Jack, look at the people in office. These people are trained from birth. We don't have elections
Right.
here. They're all rigged selections. These people are trained to rule and continue
I
on
know.
what is going on, which is to rule.
I know.
By
Right. And they
force,
hire,
violence, lies, tyranny.
Zach, yes, and they hire people to protect them so that they can continue their path of ownership and manipulation. But we see through it. We see through it, and we can. If we unite together with the belief that it's worthy of trying and that we can do it, I think we can find a way. I see a lot of paths. I really do, Zach.
Okay, I'm listening. Let's go from the best one and down the list.
Well, the most logical is we use what we've got. And what we've got right now is a babbling buffoon in top of this circus that we call the American government.
Who was chosen to divide and conquer. I mean, remember,
Yep.
watch my video from February 2016, why he'd be installed as president as the polarizer in chief. That's exactly what he is.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Well, the path of Jesus and the path I'm on is about unification. I want to convince the Republicans and Democrats to put those stupid hats aside and become people, just for a little bit. People who care about the children and the men, people who care about the consequences of their actions. Because they stopped caring about the results and they started caring about their reputations and their jobs. And it's just like a lot of the other common people, a lot of the common man, they lost sight of what's important. They just care about their job, their paycheck. So
What
I don't
if these
blame
people have demons, Jack? What if they have demons inside of them? Do you think demons are open to being reasoned with?
I walk with God. I'm confident the demons will.
What would
lead.
Jesus do? What would Jesus do to demons? Would he try to reason with them?
Well, he would know, and I might know if I was facing one, but I want to speak to the men and women who are getting paid to serve Congress, whether or not they've got demons inside of them. I think the words need to be shared, and this idea is we set the truth free. Setting the truth free sets mankind free, because then we can finally accept we're playing along with a real life game of Monopoly where idiots have been given power.
Yeah. Amen.
Well, I don't think they're idiots. Evil people have power because they
Yep.
took it by
They're not
force.
idiots.
Amen.
They took it by deception, for sure.
Yeah, that's how they work. Force and lies. So that's their tool basket.
Have you
Austin
seen their-
Murphy joined. He's the only IDF soldier that actually joined the stream.
Here, we'll swing back just real quick. We are experiencing a real life. Today is real life, and we've got cartoon characters who have been given power. They're a bunch of puppets on the strings, but I think we can bring them onto the side of what's right if we try. We're convincing. And the truth
I
is
think that's
convincing.
insanity. I can't believe you would even say something like that, Jack.
How
Yeah,
come?
Because they've repeatedly shown that they don't give a shit about anything except for money. I mean, how could you say that? The children are dying by the thousands right now, and they're all standing up to defend continuing it. How could you think that they give a shit about anything?
Well, I know I haven't seen them challenged the way that I can imagine us doing, but it's going to require someone. There is someone on the inside. And like I said, I reached out to Thomas Massey. He might be fed up enough. Bernie Sanders, I think,
Jack
could use some support.
Thomas Massey is part of the puppet show. Like
They all are.
Jack.
Everyone is.
Jack, that guy sacrificed his wife like a lot of these guys in DC did. His wife's death was a perfect ritual by the same code all these guys have lost their wives by. Trump, RFK Jr., all of them. They're all part of the puppet show. there are no good guys in Congress or Senate. They don't allow good guys in there. They're all chosen puppets.
So they do allow some guys to play the good guys, right?
That's who Thomas Massey was. He got to play the good guy.
Yeah, so he's the 1%. He's the 1% that keeps.
Tell you what, guys, if we have doubt in everyone, we'll do nothing. Okay?
No, that's not it, Jack. It's the,
that's not what Zachary is saying. He's saying that you shouldn't have any faith in any of these people.
I'm saying the power's with us,
right?
And we need to actually listen. This Jesus thing, Jack. Did Jesus speak against slavery? No. Jesus was okay with slavery. The New Testament's okay with slavery.
No, come on. You're twisting the words. What is
he
happening?
He is twisting the words.
Holy cows.
How am I twisting it?
How is that twisting the words? He's exactly accurate.
Yeah,
what
but
I just said is 100%
you're
true. What I
trying.
just said is 100% true.
I don't care. You're missing the entire message that he taught about love of God brings freedom. I'm telling you from experience, this is the way of truth, the path of truth, with confidence and strength in the truth. Zach, you've got a ton of detail and a ton of the knowledge within you. I don't have all the details, but I got the bigger picture, and I know it's time to face these corrupted systems and the conspiracies once and for all.
With our God-given abilities, not what's printed in book, which comes from man and the authorities that are here to control us on all levels. That's why they would mass print.
Is that OTW? Is it OTW? No, that's not OTW. No.
Here.
Can you stop talking over Jack? It's
no,
rude.
that's fucking Moose. Oh, fuck.
Please.
That's even worse.
Please stop.
If
well, hold
only
on, Jack. The New Testament tolerates slavery.
I don't care, Zach. I don't.
How can
now there's three Jews.
I don't tolerate slavery. I don't promote it. I don't recommend it. Matter of fact, this is actually the unwritten, untold lesson told over and over in the Bible. God wants its people to be free. Stop becoming slaves to authority. Stop becoming slaves to sin. Stop being unrighteous. That's all we've got to do.
Hey, Zach,
you can't tell a Jew.
You remember meeting me in Sacramento like 3 or 4 years ago?
You cannot ask from a Jew.
Hey, boy, shut the fuck up real quick.
This is all they can do.
Well,
hey, boy, shut up.
Thanks, awesome.
Yeah, do you remember meeting me, Zach, like 3 or 4 years ago in Sacramento at the Capitol?
That was a good turnout. Yeah, there were a lot of cool people that came out for that.
Yeah, and I was on Paul's live, and I gave
you
you
were the guy who showed up on his bike. You were kind of trolling us, but then you realized we were all right.
No. I mean, yeah, I wanted. I was just bringing some entertainment. That's all.
No, I do remember you showed up on your bicycle.
Yeah. Yep, that was me.
Hey, welcome back, Ricardo Sun Rocks. Good to see you too.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. It's good to be back. It's been a while.
It has.
Been too long, man.
You know what? Things are working out. I want people to feel that and realize that despite the way it's been in the past, despite the signs of horrible things, everything is working out. And I believe the righteous are going to prevail. The good is we are set to overcome the darkness. We just got to shine the light on the darkness, and that's what a lot of people have been doing. That's what Zach does regularly, shining the light on the darkness. Well, by learning from others, I found a lot of information, and I found the motivation. I've committed my life to this idea. It's time to end wars all around the world.
Mm-hmm. It's a great thing. It's a great ideal.
I think we can. I really do. I think we can through the connections already established with the government systems and the communications we've got, the technology. Mm-hmm. We could easily find a way to persuade. Well, we've just got
whoever makes the decisions, isn't it? We don't always know. We think we know, but they don't often tell us the truth, do they? So I think there's a hidden hand behind the scenes that we don't generally get to see. but some people have seen them. So
Well, brother, that's the truth. There's too much being done with too many excuses and too much vagueness. I mean, just outright lies too from a lot of these politicians.
a lot of deception.
Well, evil secrets serve evil, not righteousness. The first theft that's occurring is when children are misinformed and they're taught that they should fear. Fear hell, fear God, fear the stranger, fear the neighbor, fear mom, fear dad.
Fear their own sexuality.
Right.
Everything. So
That's
you got to undo that shit.
It's an unfortunate result of this education system and the media system and all of these different broken systems that are focused on profits. Profits.
Money, money, money.
Yeah. We can change this world. I know we can. We've got the answers and the technology. We can redo the economics, the politics. We can redo it all. This is our lifetime to do it too.
Jack, why were you so opposed to talking about the slavery thing?
I'm not sure why you were bringing it up as an argument that Jesus promoted slavery.
I didn't say he promoted it. I said he didn't denounce it. But the New Testament does promote slavery.
Through Paul or Jesus?
Well, there's only so many lines that are actually Jesus speaking in the Bible.
I know.
He's pretty vague, right? There's almost not even a physical description of him. There's a whole missing section of his life.
Yes.
No,
there is.
True.
You talked about one thing and then you talked about another.
The 18 to 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, this is
the fun years.
It's so lame, dude. You don't even actually want to talk about something. You just want to deflect.
Here, please. Let's.
But Jack, the point I'm trying to make is that these teachings have led to the enslavement of humanity, is the way I see it.
I know.
And we're not willing to do what's within our actual God-given power to reverse it. Now, I understand nobody wants to be violent, and you can see what happens to soldiers. A lot of times they come home and they take out the violence on their family and community. But a lot of times that's also because they're mad about what they were meant to do, which they know was based on a lie.
You don't even make a point. Just do.
Shut the fuck up. It's not done talking.
Right. Please be patient.
Because honestly, Jack, if I went and took out this corrupt government, I know I could come home the next day and be a great father to my daughter. And I would sleep just fine. Because I know how evil and wicked these people are that rule over us. And they need to be out of here. You can shake your head no all day, but there's people dying all over the world because people aren't taking out the problem.
So, but where you started is nowhere.
Brothers and sisters, peace and Jack, brothers and sisters. How are you today, Jack?
Truly feeling blessed, brother.
Are you blessed, Jack? Jack, you know, everyone should feel blessed up here that they're in the presence of Jack right now. Everyone's doubting him. Like, see, the problem is that Zach, you're not understanding that Jack understands the same things you do, but Jack has a different way of going about things. See, Jack doesn't need to talk about taking people out. Jack has Jack has charisma and influence. He can get them on his side, and that's what you do. Remember, Sun Tzu said, "Is the greatest way to win is to never fire a shot." So,
and by the way, somebody earlier said they don't know who the hidden hand is. You need to look into the Jesuits. They run the whole show. They gave us the calendar and the language, and they're also responsible for Art of War. Nobody would know about that book if it wasn't for the Jesuit priest Father Amiot, which was published right before this nation was created. That's always been at war and always deceiving its people. You guys should look up the chapter 11 of Art of Wars, or excuse me. Yeah, chapter 11 is called The 9 Situations. Chapter 11, The 9 Situations. It's exactly 68 paragraphs.
I thought it was the Gregorians that did our calendar. I thought it was the Gregorians that did our calendar.
The
Hey, do
Gregorian
you
calendar was
remember the
implemented
first
by the
time I
Jesuit
brought
priest
you on
Christopher
Paul
Claudius
and
for the Pope.
Slave's show? You
Huh?
remember that day?
No, but the Gregorians are way different than the Jesuits. Just letting
Sorry,
you know.
Jack.
The
I yield.
Gregorian calendar was named for the Pope. It was implemented
Pope
by the
Gregory.
Jesuit priest Christopher Claudius. The Jesuits implemented the calendar.
No, it wasn't by the Jesuits have their own calendar.
Why don't you look up who implemented the Gregorian
The
calendar? And you'll see it was
Jesuits,
the
the
Jesuit priest
Jesuit
Christopher
Ordo.
Claudius. It's not even debatable.
Sir, the Jesuit Ordo made.
When did they,
And Pope
when did they
Gregory wasn't a Jesuit, and Pope
All
Gregory.
you have to look up is who implemented the
Pope
Gregorian
Gregory
calendar.
wasn't a
The whole
Jesuit,
thing
was
was
he?
devised by
Was-
Jesuits. It's credited to Christopher
Was
Claudius. It's not
was
it's
Pope
not anything other than a fact.
Gregory Jesuit? Zach,
You guys, we're kind of
Zach,
drifting
Zach,
off.
was Pope Gregory Jesuit?
We're
No, but Jack, can I just ask you this one
The
question?
military order of the Pope. You're asking
Why?
a dumb question. Just look up.
Why?
It's the internet, buddy. Look it up.
fucking gosh.
Guys,
He's
we
getting
don't-
nervous. The faster he talks,
I'm
the
not
more
getting
nervous.
nervous.
he is.
Imperious.
Listen. They had Trump give
What are
the
we doing?
latest State of the Union. They had Trump give the latest State of the Union in history this year on the 444th birthday of the Jesuits implementing the Gregorian calendar. And a few days later, we're at war with Iran, where we had that 444-day Iranian hostage crisis, and with Reagan, the other Hollywood actor who ran on MAGA, the highest degree of the Church of Satan. Again, you don't know what you're talking about. Look up who implemented the calendar.
Can we get back to the present?
Well, Jack, lies need to be stopped in their tracks. You have somebody on here spreading false information. If you don't stand up against lies, you become
Zach.
part of a lie, Jack.
I know there's that chance you will take, but I see bigger problems than arguing about specific points in history. I mean,
People should
your
know
point,
it's
your
the
point
society
was,
of Jesus that runs the
your-
world.
holy cow, Zach.
They do.
Zach, I don't care. What I care is what we're going to do.
Well, Jack, it sounds like you're going to sit there and keep asking killers to stop killing, and they're not going to do that.
Is that what I'm doing? I'm actually asking you.
You've got to be positive.
Maybe have faith that it's time to do something. If we stop talking about the corruption, we know enough. The truth is on our side. So let's stand together and find a way. Please?
The only way is up.
Because I'm showing you that door, because I got to have faith, faith. Oh, I got to have faith, faith.
You me
That song, Jack?
Baby, for you
Gotta
and
have
me
faith.
now.
Sorry,
The
Jack.
only way is
Ricardo
up,
set me up.
baby. for
Ricardo,
me
shh,
and
shh,
me
dude,
now.
shh, dude. Shh.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, boy. Did I steal your thunder there?
Guys.
So yeah, we've got to be positive. That's what I believe. That negativity will not work.
So
It
do you
only
think
causes-
being positive, just being always positive is going to save the world and it's going to stop evil just by being happy and positive? I'm just
That's what
wondering.
he said. That's
No,
what
and
he
that's
said.
not what I'm
Not
saying.
what he said at
That's
all.
not what I
Yes,
mean.
that's what you said.
No, it was a question, not a statement.
But right, and that question revealed
that-
you,
I mean,
your
people that
resistance to what he's saying.
Generally, people that are generally negative
Yeah.
and
See-
actually want to cause other people harm.
No, I'm in a positive
no.
mood, Jack. That's why I'm here. I'm just asking a question.
Genocide.
Okay, well, actually,
It's
and
not
thank, here, thank you,
Wow.
and it's
This
fair.
is what these people infer,
today's,
right?
today's a new day, right?
Yeah.
But let's please think this thought through. How does your own mind work when you're got a upbeat feeling and you're feeling good, you're positive, compared to when you're feeling like shit and you're afraid and you're angry? Think of the mind condition that's with you. And then choose, which do you want? Do you want to be fucked in the mind or do you want to be clear of mind?
I want
It's all
both.
about building good habits, good psychological and emotional habits.
Yeah, are you either going to get fucked in the mind or, the bankers fuck you in the ass? That's my question. That's what I think, Jack. That's the question.
No, dude. No, I mean, there's already 3 people that are very gay or bisexual. We don't need your insinuations.
Jack, why is he insulting me? That's what they do. They print money and they fuck us.
See,
Guys,
that's
They fucked us, Jack.
Zach
where you
actually has a message here to share with you guys, but you guys won't listen.
Moose, like
Oh
the
boy,
Jew.
you're taking
getting
over the
lost
show
in
and
the
speaking over Jack. I was speaking to Jack, not
No,
you, boy.
I was just. I mean, you speak way more than I do.
It's on the
So
camera.
if you won't let me speak, that's okay.
I think everyone's been allowed to speak, but I am feeling that 2-hour mark has hit me. I'm ready to start
All
pointing
right,
in the
Jack. Well, I'll
direction.
leave first, Jack, since I'm the best person. I'll leave first. Boy, you're a weak little wristed shit because I was saying.
Thank you,
Yeah,
homosexual.
you are, yeah. You put your
Don't
white
be
glove
mad,
on. Put your
Jesse.
white glove on.
Homosexual.
Put your
love
white
you.
glove on,
Thank
boy.
you,
What are
we
you,
love
like
you, Jack.
homosexual on this panel?
Get him, Imperius. Get him.
Listen,
Yeah.
you little fluff. Boy's a little fluffer. That's all I know. But Jack, I love you. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, Jack. You know, I hate the chat, but today I might hate Voy more than the chat. That's hard to do. Zach, you should really understand Pope Gregory wasn't a Jesuit, so he approved it. He ordered the creation of the calendar, and he wasn't a Jesuit. Jack, I love you. You're always the best person. I don't know how you have this patience. Talk to you soon, Jack.
Blessings to you, brother. Thank you for
Wow.
joining. Holy cows.
Oh, man.
He's
Is
got
that
an
the same
energy.
Imperius that trolls the Chaotic Truth channel?
Probably.
These
Yeah.
people. I mean, there's so much wrong with them that I can even start with it. So I'll just end with this. Yeah. Goodbye, Jack. And, this was a lovely, nonetheless, this was a good.
Love you, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Void. Thank
Cheers,
you for
Void.
swinging through. Appreciated you, brother.
We'll talk
Peace.
again, I'm sure.
Holy cows. I do want to give Zach probably the opportunity for last words. It's been a long time, and I do respect and I appreciate it.
I'm down popping out as soon as. Yeah, thanks for having us on, Jack. I really want to pop on, show my face. I haven't shown in a bit. But again, like I said, I confess, got my own little things going around my head continuously because I'm working viciously on something. It was nice just to touch base and say hi to you all and see that you're all still fighting a good fight. So thank you all for having us, and hopefully I'll have a more open mind next time to be able to join in if anything, okay? So
cheers, Pantheon.
Appreciate you, brother. How about you, Ricardo? Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Cheers, Jack. Love you, man.
You too. Short and sweet. We'll go with that. Zach, it's been a little while. You doing good?
Yeah, I have hardly slept in the last year at the little one, but other than that, life's good. I drink a lot more coffee. Yeah, and if anyone wonders if I've developed the same thing Muhammad Ali suffered from, no, I just ride the exercise bike whenever I'm sitting at this chair now. So that's why I wobble around. But I'd encourage everyone to get one of these under the bike pedaler things. If you sit too much, it makes a big difference. Just going at a nice steady rate, you burn almost 300 calories an hour. I stay here 5 hours a day, so it's about 1,500 calories. Yeah, man. I'm doing my work in the background right now, but yeah, I'd encourage everybody, man. A lot of us sit too much. We don't exercise. These under the desk bikes. I've lost about 20 pounds in the last. I started 6 weeks ago. I've lost about 20 pounds. I was starting to get. I learned if you don't sleep, your body holds more water, and you don't. Your whole body doesn't function the way it's supposed to when you don't get enough sleep. So I'm having to take. You gotta. Okay, I'm not getting enough sleep. I gotta figure something else out. I'm not trying to develop diabetes over here, but or whatever else. So anyway, Jack, Jack, for people who don't know, Jack and I, we've met in the flesh. I've had some outdoor events trying to gather people to talk about important issues. Jack's come out. So when I see people harass Jack about his past, I say, I don't know about Jack's past, but if that's his past, that's his past. Sometimes those things do come back, but I see Jack online trying to put out a positive message. I might not agree with all of it, but I agree with most of it. Now, Jack, my criticism of you, and part of the reason I haven't come back, is anytime I challenge you, you don't want to talk about it. You just want to shut it down and move on. And I feel like I'm bringing fair challenges that you really need to think about.
Yeah, I recognize that, and I won't deny that. the thing is I've already considered and kind of looked beyond a lot of the challenges that get brought up to me. And what I really want people to do is to challenge themselves in this belief that we can. There's lots of ways. I mean, we can always come up with reasons why we can't do something, but I want people to think even in the unrealistic realms, you know, anything is possible if we try. So,
well, I'll acknowledge this. I do think there are ways to defeat the cabal, if you will, other than violence. But I also think violence maybe isn't something we should take off the board. I think the cabal kind of taught us to take that off the board because that's the thing they'd really be afraid of, the manpower coming at them with the pitchforks. Because to me, it'd be well-deserved. You know, I mean, these people deserve to get the pitchfork treatment. They've been bad. They've been real bad. We're ruled over by the most wicked, evil people that use violence for power and to maintain power and lie to us all day. And apparently do a lot of other nasty, naughty things too that also deserve the pitchfork. Jack, I mean, what do you propose? We take them out peacefully? What do we rehabilitate them? Or can they be rehabilitated? Because I think a lot of these people have been raised to be what they are, and the damage might be too far gone. And like somebody said, I mean, hey, the Bible teaches about demons and stuff. These people might be possessed. What do you do? Do you know how to do an exorcism and get the demons out of them? Because I don't.
I know the power of truth. And I've also experienced the transformative power of love. They both have incredible energies. And when you bring them forth together, it's when amazing things can happen. So what I envision is kind of a, excuse the term, but a come to Jesus conversation with the men and women of Congress and the Supreme Court, and the administration can just listen as the people talk to those who claim to represent us. And in this come to Jesus conversation, we speak about what's true and what's real, and we give them the option. We let them know, look, we have enough ammo, we have enough data, information, we know where the corruption is. Between all the people who have been looking into and investigating, we know, collectively, we know. So we'll let them know. We'll put them on notice. We've seen what's going on. We know there's problems that we may not even be aware of, but you get a choice. You either participate with this new direction for America, or you get out of the way, and we'll find someone else within your appropriate jurisdiction. We'll hurry through the process and rules, and we'll get someone else in there whose focus is on ending wars and leading reforms. That's the answer. And I think we get enough of them to turn towards this, they'll all come around very quickly, because they can't argue against the truth and righteousness. They can argue against it with lies. And those won't stand. They've stood for a long time, though, haven't they, Jack? They seem to defeat the truth with lies. They're very good at it. People have allowed it because their children were taught you can't do anything about it. I believed that we couldn't do anything about it. Now I'm convinced they can't stop us. Well, there are a lot of us. If people rose up and did something, things would stop awfully quick. That's the point I always make. And another way to defeat them is just not complying with their BS. Like I always say, you know, I wrote a book about how to behave during Cooties 19. You know, I even told you guys exactly when the scam was going to end right from the beginning. And I went out and made videos about how to not comply with the BS. Had everyone just behaved like that, their whole scam wouldn't have worked. And there's consequences to go along with the scam. They printed a lot of money because of it, and now everything's super expensive. Like I also explained it would be. People were excited about the stimulus checks. I said, you're not going to be excited in a few years when things cost way more. Just watch. It's all part of the plan. People don't understand the ruling class doesn't care about inflation because now all their assets are worth more. Their investments are worth more. The stock market keeps up with inflation. That's where all the money printing goes to, is these corporations. Again, it's creating a greater despair. The average person has no assets. All they have to do is bills to pay. You guys, we got to stop the scam. And you're right, Jack. I mean, there are ways other than violence, but I don't know if we should say that violence isn't an option. I think that's something they've trained us to believe. I mean, seriously, Jack,
if you just imagine it. You're watching an evil person just do horrible things, just right in your own proximity, and you cannot get them to stop, and they're just hurting the next woman and the next child and the next handicapped person. You're just watching it, and you're begging them to stop, and they just won't stop. How long do you stand there before you use your physical capability to stop them?
Probably sooner rather than later. But brother, this is what I see is happening. We've got these imbeciles going unchecked, being surrounded by enablers, and they're being taught that war is the answer. You got to do this for the stock market. You got to do that. And he's an obedient boy if it makes him richer. But I see what him and Hegseth are doing is exactly
Those
what
two
you're
puppets,
saying.
come on, Jack. They're not making a single decision. They're nothing but puppets on strings. Hegseth was literally chosen on the Superior General's birthday, November 12th.
People are following their orders. There are men and women being deployed into danger. More innocent children. I mean, you're right. There was some American who hit the button and launched those fucking missiles into
Chain
the
of command,
Iranian
right?
people.
Chain of command. Order,
Right.
order, button pusher.
Right. And let's go to where the responsibility and accountability actually lies, in that one man who's paid to do one job.
Well, that's a puppet position that I feel that every American should know at this point. There's people standing behind that Jesuit-educated puppet who went to Fordham.
Right. So let's put him on the spot and see, who are you going to work for? Are you going to serve the people by honoring what is true and righteous? Or are you going to continue serving the silent hand that's behind the economy, which is, it's the power of greed. It's the satanic influence. We know it.
It's very satanic. I mean, literally, mega is the highest degree of the Church of Satan. And to see what a puppet show is, go back to April 30th, 2011, the 45th birthday of the Church of Satan. It was the day of the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Barack was president then. He invited Trump to the White House, and he told the big joke with a big visual about how Trump would become the 45th president on the 45th birthday of the Church of Satan. What's Barak mean in Hebrew? Doesn't it mean lightning, like how Satan comes to earth in Luke 10:18? Again, all these things are just jokes.
Zach, no, this is it. It's the signs are here. The prophecies are being fulfilled. Whether it's all coming together. Brother, I want you to feel good about the life you're living. You've committed a lot of work and you've been through a lot of crap, but you've shared a lot of information, and I think you've woken up a lot of people. So,
yeah. And, Jack, I would encourage you that if somebody who's, come to your defense a lot to help you out, if that same person getting slandered by people, I mean, maybe just say at least one thing to say, well, I'm not sure about all that. I mean, you could have just said that, but it's okay. I'm not.
You're right. I could have done better. I could have done better on your behalf, certainly.
Because then you kind of added to it. You're like, Zach and I had a falling out. I'm like, what?
I didn't.
Falling out.
All I meant is we communicated, but we didn't really connect. And then you went your way, I went my way. What I was trying to say.
We have very different worldviews.
Right.
Well, we have similarities, but the things that we're opposed on, I think, because Jack, you know me, and part of my thing is I say religion is, they give it to us at a young age because it's here to control us. Religion is here to control us. And let's be fair, Jack, the New Testament does condone slavery. And the system we live in, it's a very clever form of slavery.
Right. That's what I learned. When I heard that term, wage slavery, I was like, holy shit, that's what it is. This is slavery. This isn't freedom. We're paying a lot of money. We're paying a lot of money to a very corrupt government. Every single one of us, every hour we work, every bet we win, every transaction we make, that they're taking a chunk. Hey, you just won at the casino. Guess what? The government just won 30% of it too. Right. No. Well, we can change it. I believe it. All right, Zach, let's wrap up, my friend, please. Thank you sincerely for swinging through. And I'm sorry it was the reason that it started with, but I'm glad to see you again.
Well, it's okay. I'm glad we checked in, and it was good to see new faces here, not the same pack of trolls that just like to eat you alive every day, like they didn't have anything better to do in their life, which obviously they didn't. As sad as that was.
It's a crazy adventure, brother. You want to give a shout out? Actually, I could have brought up your channel.
No, but for all the Jack Talcott haters out there, if you guys still exist, listen, you might not agree with everything he does, but really, I mean, if everybody was preaching the message of Jack, wouldn't it be a better world? Not perfect, but better. I think it'd be better. Better is better.
That's it. And that is the path. All right, my brother. Thank you.
All right. Take care, all.
Peace and love. And real quick, for those who may not know, he's a bigger channel than mine for sure. And he's got a wealth of knowledge regarding history and pays attention to different connections. And I agree, Stripe. I'm getting tired. I want to start wrapping this up, but I do just briefly want to bring up a couple of things again, just the ideas. With your permission, it's the only way. You can give yourself permission to have faith, even when times of uncertainty, even when things look rough. And if you can find faith, you can grow your love, you can grow your peace. The same works the other way. If you can recognize the love that you feel, the love that you know, the love that's around you, the people and the ways that love is in your life, if you can find that quality and essence of goodness that's with you, you might grow your faith. For me, the two went together. Faith and gratitude, gratitude and faith and trust and peace and love. To me, they're all related together. And so, what was the other reminder? Just real brief, with compassion. The recommendation is with compassion, look carefully at your own relationship with this amazing divine Trinity. The divine Trinity for your mind and heart to connect to, it's truth, it's love, and it's God, right? So be with truth and love honestly, to know that you're with God and God's blessings and God's grace. And as you focus on being with love and truth, you'll see the signs. At least that's what happened to me. I'm assuming it would happen for you too if you try, but nobody can force you to try. And I am shutting us down, but I did want to give one last shout out. And I believe if I've got it set, our friend Emily, Personhood Over Dogma, shared earlier, she's starting in about an hour with that topic. And if it's set up, she's not starting yet, but I'm going to send folks over that way so you can hit the notification and catch it when it starts. But till then, thank you again sincerely. And if you tuned in late, give yourself a chance, give me a chance. Go back to the beginning and see where I start with all this blah blah energy of love, right? It's just coming out. And thank you again. Till next time, to all the guests, all the viewers, and everyone. Thank you. Until next time, choose love, peace for everyone. Choose to walk with faith so you too can live without fear. God bless.